Welcome to Snippety for mobile devices. Snippety is available not only on Mac OS but also on iOS and iPad OS. The application provides a seamless experience between all your devices. Snippety introduces a revolutionary Snippety Keyboard that gives you access to all your snippets from any application and in any text field. In this video, we will focus on the keyboard, and in the next video, you will learn more about the mobile application itself. So let's get started. The keyboard supports iCloud synchronization to let you access all new snippets created on your Mac and other devices. The database synchronizes snippets within just a few seconds without your interaction. Let's see it in action. On the right side, you can see that I have just added a new snippet. Now let's see how long it takes to be able to access it on your mobile device. As you can see, it is a very fast and smooth experience. Everything is updated live without any need to manually refresh the collection. To make it even easier to use, Snippety introduces many great features within the keyboard. Snippety recreated the Apple keyboard to let you search and fill placeholders comfortably without even opening the application. To make the experience even better, it provides support for some popular keyboard layouts like QWERTY, Quartz, AZERTY, and Dvorak. Snippety is also adjusted to light mode, dark mode, and it works great in landscape and portrait. The built-in keyboard for filling in placeholders imitates closely the real keyboard to ensure a familiar experience and make your typing fast. However, please note that currently, it supports only the English alphabet. Let's go through a typical scenario to see how the keyboard works. Let's say that we are working in the Notes application and we want to use our snippet. We can just tap on the text editor, and once the keyboard is shown we can easily switch to Snippety Keyboard by tapping on the globe button. Now, there are three convenient ways to find the desired snippet. The first approach is browsing your collections and finding your snippet on the list. The second approach is to use a built-in keyboard and search your snippet. You can even adjust where you would like to search the provided phrase. The last approach is to use pinned snippets. If you have a small set of frequently used snippets, this may be a good idea. To pin the snippet, find it on the list, and next tap and hold to see the menu. In the same way, you can unpin the snippet. Once the first snippet is pinned, the new collection is automatically created on top of the list so that you can quickly access your frequently used snippets. So far so good. Now when we know how to find the snippet, it's time to use it and see how it works. Great! As you can see, the template has been pasted, and the date placeholder is automatically calculated. Now, let's see an example with placeholders that require your input. Also, let's switch to iPad to show you how the keyboard looks on a bigger screen. This is my template that contains 3 placeholders. Let's now switch to the keyboard. Snippety Keyboard supports almost all placeholders. Although, on Mac OS, you also get scripts, clipboard history, and file content placeholders. Now, I can enter the value for my multiline text variable. Let's pick a date now. The last placeholder is a selectable value, so let's pick some nice email ending. The final step is to insert our snippet. As you can see, all placeholders have been replaced with the values that we provided. You just learned how to use Snippety Keyboard. However, it provides even more features. Now, let's go back to iPhone. The keyboard can also set your cursor in the position marked in the placeholder, so let's see how it works. In this example, I want the cursor to be positioned between the quotation marks to be able to start typing immediately. Let's try it. Great! I can even configure Snippety Keyboard to switch back automatically to my default keyboard. Let's try the same example again and see how it works. To do that, we need to go to Settings and enable this feature. Now we are ready, so let's try it. Wonderful! Snippety provides many convenient features to make your work as productive as possible. The keyboard can also perform some operations on selected text, but be aware that because of system limitations, it may not always work as expected. However, you can copy the selection to the clipboard, open the Snippety application and resolve the snippet there. In this case, the application will use the clipboard content instead of the selection. This way, you can reliably achieve the same result. Snippety Keyboard can even simulate a return key press to fill in some simple forms. Although, be aware that it may vary between applications. This feature depends on the implementation of the return button. Let's take a look at the snippet that I created on my Mac. It contains some key presses to switch between fields. As you can see, I wanted to paste the first name, then switch to the next field, paste the last name, and switch to the final email field. You can use the same snippet on Mac and mobile devices without any modifications. Let's see how it works with some registration form on iPhone. How great is that? Snippety Keyboard can take your productivity to the next level and boost your work significantly. As you can see, Snippety Keyboard is capable of doing advanced operations like moving your cursor, filling in forms, synchronizing with iCloud, and resolving snippets with placeholders. On top of that, the keyboard provides a great user experience that fits beautifully in the iOS and iPadOS ecosystem, delivering a seamless experience on your mobile devices. Make sure to subscribe to the channel to be up to date with all Snippety features and to learn more about some great tips and tricks. Enjoy the application, and see you in the next episode.